Day 56. Specimen remains dormant. Vital signs stable. No signs of progression of the... Oh no. He's escaped. Get the boss. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. In the last episode, we built a very lovely flower farm, and in my opinion, this thing is really efficient at getting certain types of flowers and a whole lot of seeds. We got plans for those seeds later. We're gonna build a wheat farm, but that's not what today's episode's for. If you remember, at the end of last episode, I said that I was running out of redstone. We've got 10 redstone dust to our name. That is unacceptable. So today, we're going to have to remedy that. And we've got just the spot and just the build idea to do that. Right here, next to our slime farm. I've had this plot marked off for a very long time, with a plan to build something here that I just haven't gotten around to. Just out of necessity, I haven't needed to do it, and there's other things that have had to be done. So, today we're going to finally fill this little plot of land that I've had marked off for a while now. And we're going to be building a coffee shop. And we're going to be putting some brewing villagers in there. Clerics, yeah. We're going to be putting some clerics in there so that we can trade redstone with them. Well, rather, buy redstone from them. You know. So I want to put a build here that kind of matches the brick style of the slime farm, but also is like its own special building too. I don't want it to like blend in too much, but I do want it to like have the main themes of the build over there. So I've gathered up some supplies here for the build, and as you can see, I've got some brick and some granite to kind of match that style from the slime build. But we've also got some grays in here and some browns to kind of make it its own building, so that way it stands out. These structures will be connected together, but I want them to kind of feel like their own buildings too. So we'll have some shared themes and some different themes, and then we got to do the interior as well, and we got to go get some villagers and trade with them once we're all done. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. Why don't we get started building this in a time lapse? Let's hit it. We've got quite a bit of progress done here. We got pretty much the whole exterior of the building done, and I think it's looking really good so far. We got the granite and like the brick up there to kind of match along with this so that it flows a little bit more evenly. Like I said, I wanted it to be kind of like its own building, but you know, I wanted a little bit of cohesion between them, so threw in a little bit of the reds from that building over here. And we got a whole bunch of like textures and stuff going on to kind of make the building feel a little more natural. We do still have to do the inside. We have to do a ceiling right here, and then we'll have like a little second floor up there where we'll have like some brewing and stuff going on up there. But yeah, a little bit more details to go on the outside. Like we're gonna put some walls here, I think. I can't quite reach. Oh, put them up here like this. And I think maybe I'll like put a light there or something, because I think it's gonna be kind of dark around here. And where else? Maybe like right here, I'll put some more walls too. So like right here. Like this, and maybe like another light like that. This is like the back of the building, and I wanted a place where like people could walk up to get their coffee. So this is gonna be like the walk-up area to come get your coffee when you come to the shop. And inside here, the kind of layout in general, this area will be like where they make the coffee. There's gonna be like the desk where they make the coffee and stuff, and then we'll have some tables and stuff over here where people can sit and drink their coffee. And then upstairs, like I said, I'll have my brewing and stuff. And then we'll probably hide some villagers down underground somewhere, kind of like what we did over with the tool shop over there. So yeah, that's pretty much the next step. I just gotta get started putting in this second floor. I think it's gonna go about here. And then we can keep going. Alright, so general layout. I think I want to have the coffee counter like here-ish. And then we'll have some blocks going over the top like this. And then I think I want to have like a glass case here for like, I don't know, baked goods and stuff. And then a little cash register. Maybe like here-ish? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then I always like putting trap doors down as just kind of like decoration or trimming, sort of. So we'll put some down like this. And one like here. But I might want to make it like a spruce one because it kind of matches too much with that. And then make it so that the villagers can't escape. I need to just put a little bit of trapdoors here as well. That way they're too tall to be able to get through here. So put some, whoops, put some here as well. Get that one down. And then back here, I think maybe like we'll put some decorations up like this and like this, and we'll put down, we'll go like this, and we'll go like this. And then we'll have a cauldron here in the middle to act like as a sink. The little tripwire hook there for the faucet. And then I need some brewing stands, which I don't have. So let me go get some real quick. Found some. And we'll put the brewing stands right, whoops, here and there. All right, let's take a step back. Yeah, I think that counter's looking pretty good. I like it a lot. I do need to switch this out for a trap door. And then I do have this little section, which I'm going to put some ladders here so we can have access to the second story back here behind the counter. Kind of hidden away here a little bit. So that way, you know, I don't really like the way the ladders look too much, so I want to hide them away a little bit. Now, as for the floor, I need to get some polished basalt. And then back here, I think I'm going to do like probably polished diorite or something back here. Just to give it a little bit of difference between the back of the behind the counter and out here on the main floor. Now, I actually adjusted the trap doors a little bit. I added some going down this column here, and then I took out these ones over here just because I thought it would be a little bit more interesting to look at, and I do think I like that a little bit more. Now, for the floors, we're going to need to just dig this out. And we'll put some polished diorite down here. Fill in this hole. Put polished diorite down here behind counter. And then for the polished basalt, I want to do kind of like a cool pattern out here. So here's what I'm thinking. First, we're going to do like every other block is going to be facing up one, right? So it kind of looks like kind of like a log. And then we're going to alternate them going this way, them going this way between them. And when it's all said and done, we'll have this really cool looking zigzaggy floor here. I think that's going to be really nice for our coffee shop. Now we got to put in some tables. All right, I think we'll put a table here. So we'll just kind of do something like this. And then we'll put a little back to the chair here and back to the chair here. And maybe we'll put another one here. And then we'll put one more table, like, maybe over here. I don't want them to be, like, too crowded in here, so it's, like, hard to walk around. But I do want, like, a couple tables at least. So maybe 3 tables inside will be good, and we'll see how it looks. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I don't know if we can squeeze one in over here without it being, like, too in the way of, like, the entrance, so... I think 3 tables out there is good, and then we'll put some tables out here too, because I think that would look really nice. So maybe we'll put one like right here, and like this, and we'll put one on this side too. Get one here, put one like this, put one like this. Perfect. I think that looks really good, actually. Yeah, I think that's a good amount of tables. Ooh, actually, I do want to put some in the back, too. Yeah, let me get some stuff real quick. Alright, in the back, I think we'll switch it up a little bit. We'll get some granite to use, like, as the table. Be like there and there, and make these, like, a little bit bigger tables. We'll have... I want to put 4 around, but I think it's gonna look weird without, like, the back of it. Let's see... Yeah, I think it looks weird, so let me just take that out then. We'll leave it at 3. Yeah, that looks really nice. I like that. I want to put like a little like shader over the top here, like a little thing to like block the rain or something if it's raining, so that way the window doesn't get too wet. So maybe let's get like let's get some like iron trapdoors there. Let's put them here and here. Yeah, I think that's nice. That really kind of like defines it. And oh, I guess the cat can't get in either. I was gonna say that even like baby zombies can't go in, so that way our villagers can stay safe. But I guess cats can't even get in through the window either. So there we go. A little extra protection there. Okay, I think I stand corrected because somehow he got in. I just went to go sleep. And when I came over, his little head was poking right through the door. So he somehow got in. I don't think he came through the front. But now he is causing havoc. Now a cat cafe, actually, I guess. So that's kind of cool. We'll leave him in there. Maybe we'll make him like the mascot or something. I have to go get some fish and try to tame that little guy. Let me go do that now, actually. Hang on. I have 4 raw salmon. I hope it's enough. Where is he? You're still in here, buddy? Hi. Here you go. Yes, it only took 1. Let's go. All right. We got a little mascot for our cafe now. Maybe I'll call it a cat cafe. Maybe I'll get a couple more cats and hide them around in here. I think that would actually be really cute. If you got an idea on what to name this cat, leave it down in the comments. I don't know what I'm going to name him yet. But for now, I guess he can stand guard here so no creepers can come in and blow things up. Oh my gosh, I just had a good idea, actually. What if I made like little boxes for the cats to sit in? Kind of like little cat houses. Like a whole little big cat mansion here along this wall. I don't really have plans for this wall right now. So I think I might do something like that, either with the bamboo, but the bamboo kind of sticks out a lot. I do really like the texture on the top. It really feels like something that a cat, or at least my cat, would scratch up a lot. So I do like the texture of the bamboo, but it's just like too yellow. So maybe I'll find some trapdoors or something, or maybe I'll keep the bamboo or incorporate it somehow. I don't know yet. Maybe I can, yeah, I don't have any more trapdoors on me. But maybe I'll put trapdoors like lined along the front, so that way just this part is visible. That might be a good idea. You know what? Yeah, this looks actually really good with the trapdoors along the bottom. Now it kind of feels like a furniture piece, whereas before it kind of felt out of place with all the bamboo at the bottom. But adding this adds like a lot of solid support at the bottom, and now this really feels like kind of like a big old cat little mansion. I think I'm gonna put this guy up here. And I also went ahead and put some shelves around the coffee shop, kind of give it more of like a cat cafe vibe. And maybe I'll stick a couple cats around up here too. I think I have a couple cats sitting around because they were protecting my buildings from creepers before I had the island all split up. So yeah, I got like 3 over here at least. And then 1 guy over there. So I got like 5 cats total. Maybe I can put them on the shelves here. Let's see. Maybe if I grab some stairs, I could kind of like push him up into this spot here. I don't know exactly. Let's see. Will you go upstairs if I push you up? Yeah, you will. Yeah. Okay, this is going much better than I thought it would. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's perfect. Let's put it back. Oh, look at that. Oh, you love your new house, don't you, little guy? Okay, let me get a couple more cats. Maybe put one like over here, maybe another one up here, maybe one of them on these shelves. And let's see how it really looks. Yes. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's perfect. And then maybe one more. What if... What if we have one just sitting in one of these seats? I think that would be really funny, actually. Let's put him, like, maybe in this seat right here. Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that is really good. This really now gives off the vibe of it being a cat cafe. Now, your butt is still really hanging off the edge here. We gotta fix that. I think this is good. He's not falling off the edge anymore. Paws are, like, right on the edge, which is perfectly fine. And now, this also doubles as creeper protection for this cafe, because we got cats on both sides, so any creeper walking in will walk out shortly afterwards. Oh, there's hearts going on down there. I have some villagers down there to breed, and I guess they are breeding. And let's just see what it looks like from behind the counter, and yeah, I like this a lot. I'm gonna decorate this with like some cookies and some cakes and stuff, some little pastries that, you know, coffee shops normally sell from inside the glass. Back here's like where they'll be making the coffee. But I wanted to try to get sorted what's gonna go on up here, or at least get started with it. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna lay it out. I don't think a window needs to be here, actually, so we'll just make this a door instead. So yeah, we have this space to work with. Let me light it up just a little bit so we don't get any spawns in here. And I want to use this space to make maybe an auto crafting or auto brewing station, but I'm gonna need some redstone for that. So before we actually make it up here, we're gonna have to get some villagers and start trading for some redstone and stuff. So that's what we're gonna handle first, but I need to get a door to put here, and I need to get a trap door to put here. So let me go get some of that real quick. And it's nighttime. I gotta sleep too. Alright, door can go here, trap door can go here, and yeah, not much going on this balcony up here, at least not yet. Maybe I'll put like some plants or something up here. But for now, we're gonna not worry about that. I do need a spot for the downstairs area. Where am I going to put that? Is there a good spot outside? There might be a good spot outside. I might make like over here or over here a little access to the downstairs. That might be kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll put it over here in this corner where not many people will be looking, you know. Just kind of put like a trapdoor there. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we got a little bit of digging to do. I will get back to you guys once we've made some progress with that. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. I decorated it up a little bit, made it so it's a nice little area for them to hang out in. And I think we're ready to bring them down here. Now, I don't really know exactly how I'm going to bring them down here yet. But I did also create this really cool honey elevator. Pretty much you have honey blocks on either side, and since they're not full blocks, if you put a water elevator on the other side of it, it can kind of act as like a on-command water elevator for when you need it. So you use it if you just go in the very corner, and you can just jump down and then slide along the honey when you get near the bottom to get down safely. Pretty cool. I've definitely seen it from other people. I'm not the person who created it, but it's really cool, really nice to use. The downside is it kind of pokes out a little bit, but you know, you're only really gonna see it when you're like coming down here on purpose. So otherwise, it's gonna be pretty much invisible from view. So yeah, that's pretty good. Now we have to figure out how to get the villagers down there. Uh-huh. I think this hole will do. Now this hole actually is right inside of the coffee shop, right in front of the counter. So it's pretty perfect. Goes straight down. So we can just grab some villagers either from out there or from down below and bring them on over here in a boat and then drop down in the boat. They shouldn't take any fall damage. And then we'll have them down there. So we're going to need, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 11 villagers down there. And we're going to need 2 more guys back here manning the coffee shop. So we're going to need 13 total villagers. Oh boy, it's going to take a little while to get that many. But we should have a lot. We should have enough between all the villagers up top and the extra ones I have down below. So shouldn't be too long before we can get them all over here. So let me start moving some of these villagers over. Alright, so far I've got about 5 villagers down here, but I did remember something else that I wanted to do, which is get more of the different biome villagers. So right now all I have is like the standard villager and the cold weather villager. So I want to go and get a different type of villager. And I think I know that there is like a jungle or desert kind of villagers over off in that direction. So I want to go get some and bring them back. So I got a couple boats. I got a lead. Maybe I should go get one more lead just in case. And I will bring them back so that I can put them in the apartment building so that we can start getting more of them. But first we gotta sleep. Now, do I remember how far it is? No. No, I do not. But I think it was not too far away. Definitely before I had to start worrying about my elytra breaking when I was going out this way looking for some kind of biome. I don't even remember anymore. It was so long ago. But I think I should be able to find it if I just keep going in this direction. Ah, this looks more promising here. It looks like we have a savanna biome village. Yeah. I don't have these guys yet for sure. Oh. Got the village nitwit there. Alright, morning time. Let's see if we can get a couple of you guys in a boat here. Whoa, hello. That was close. I was actually really nervous for a second. It can be a nitwit. It doesn't really matter. Oh, that was really easy. Right over this way. Oh, okay, okay. No, this is fine. I should be able to fly with them if I go out this way. Yeah, there we go. Now I just gotta fly back home. Which is straight this way. Home sweet home, safe and sound, and we didn't even have any issues. Okay, I can say it now officially. Alright, let's get these guys out of the boat. Oh, why you gotta do that? That's okay, I can fix that. I get this guy home, and the first thing he does is get stuck behind an iron golem. Oh boy. But now that I've got them back, I can continue adding more villagers to the cleric area underneath the coffee shop. So I'll grab some more villagers and we'll finish filling that up. Okay, we've got all 11 of them in here finally, and I kind of wanted to see how much I can get in redstone, just one round of trades with them. So I got a whole lot of emeralds here. Let's see how much we can get in one go around with them. I haven't traded with these guys at all yet, and I also didn't transform them into zombies or anything, so these aren't like optimal trades, but I mean, it's 1 emerald for 2 redstone. That's fine for me. Oh boy, I'm running out of inventory space. Whoa. Oh, those emeralds are gone. Oh, wow. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 stacks of redstone just from the trades down here for one time. Oh, that's good. That's good. Much better than the 10 redstone we had to begin this episode. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be rich. redstone rich. And while I was bringing villagers over, I brought 2 more to put behind the counter. So now I've got 2 baristas. That's what they call them, baristas. I got 2 baristas back here behind the counter. And yeah, I traded with them so that way they won't accidentally take the barrel or the cauldron job sites. So there'll always be these clerics now. So I just got a few more things that I need to do in here decoration-wise. I'm going to put a little bit of some baked goods in here, and I think I'm going to put a guy sitting on this chair here with the cat. I think that'd be kind of funny. So let me take care of that real quick. Aww, he's just hanging out with the cat. And then I also put these over here in the glass, so that's looking good as well. And I think we're pretty much done decorating. I'll probably put some like plants and stuff around, but I'll do that little bit of final touch-ups and stuff between episodes. Upstairs is still blank. I have not decided what to do yet to build like a sort of auto brewing system in here. It's pretty cramped in here, so I don't know if I'll be able to fit an auto brewing system. I'm gonna try my best to like design one that can fit within this space, and we'll see how it goes. And see how it went? I did. I went into my creative testing world and I spent a couple hours designing up a few different mock-ups of how I can get this thing to work in such a tight space, and I ended up with this beauty of a noodle dish of redstone. I committed one of the big sins of engineering, and I did function follows form, which means I designed the outside before I figured out how the inside was going to work, which makes it much more difficult to actually make the redstone and stuff work, because I'm very limited in space. But I managed to squeeze everything in here, almost everything that I wanted. I did want to have like a auto water bottle system, but there just wasn't quite enough room in here. It got really cramped. I had like 3 blocks of space left over, and I couldn't make it fit. So I took that out and just decided to do the bottle part manually, but everything else pretty much is automatic, including an auto turn-off feature with this copper bulb here. So I just put items in this dropper for however many times I want to brew. So if I put, 3 sets of items in my brewing system, I just put 3 items in here, and once it's gone through 3 times, it will auto stop it so that I won't lose any items or anything from brewing nonstop, pretty much. So the way that this thing works is we have a hopper clock here, and it sends a pulse through this line. This is a little redstone pulse extender. And it goes first over here, and it unlocks this hopper, which will take the bottles out of the brewer. And then it sends the redstone signal all around. I can't get around really. All around over here, and this is where I put in the ingredients that I want to brew. So for the example that we're about to do, I want to make some potions of fire resistance, and I want to make them 8 minutes instead of 3 minutes. So we have the nether wart over here, we have the magma cream right here, and then we have the redstone to make it stronger. And then lastly, the redstone signal comes over here, which picks this little observer clock here, which has this dispense fresh water bottles into the brewing stand so we can brew more potions. So let's check it out in action. I'm going to do 3 potions here. And if I just put that in there, this light has turned off, and now this is starting to drain. Now it takes a little while for it to start running because it has to go through kind of like a cycle, or at least half a cycle of the hopper clock before we actually start running. But in just a minute, we should be able to see this redstone signal pulse, and we should see all this different redstone goodness happen over here. So I'll start over here, and we can see when the redstone shifts over. Right about now. Yep. So this turned off for just enough time to allow the old bottles that were in there to be taken away by the hopper. And then the pulse came through, turned on this observer clock, and it put new bottles in. While that was going on, these items got dispensed into this water little system here, It gets pushed up into the bubble column and into this chest and then dispensed onto here. Now, we have to put them in a certain order, like the nether wart has to go first. So, to do that, I just added repeaters to all the other ingredients. So, we have the nether wart first, because it's like way ahead of everything else in the little water stream. And then the actual item that I want to be brewing, in this case magma cream for the fire resistance, has to go second. So that's why this one does not have a repeater. And then anything else you want to add on afterwards, whether it be like extending the potion or making a slash potion with some gunpowder, it has to come after that. So I just put repeaters on these to make sure that those go in order. And then, well, we just missed it, but it looks like we're on a new set now. So let's go down here and check out our potions. I did a couple tests over here, but you can see we have potions of fire resistance 8 minutes, which means it works. And it works beautifully. And then for the auto shut off feature, you can see we got 1 bamboo left in here. And now everything ticked through and this copper bulb turned on. And now this will be locked. So it's going to get halfway through this little hopper chain here, and then it will get locked in place so it won't do another run. Now this is just like a really simple system here. It's just got the redstone pulse hitting this dropper, which dispenses it into this barrel here. So you just put however many items that you want to brew into this dropper here, and it just pretty much counts how many times it's gone through the cycle. So that way you can turn it off when you don't need it anymore, which is really cool and really good for me because I don't just have unlimited supplies yet. One day I will. But for now, I don't have unlimited supplies, so I have to be kind of careful about how many, nether warts and stuff that I lose. And to make all that happen upstairs, I did have to make some minor modifications down here since I had to put a couple, like, ice blocks and a soul sand in the ground up there. I had to kind of block them from view down here, so I added these trapdoors just as like a little design, and I think that it looks fine. That's not going to really draw anybody's eye towards it. And then for the hopper chain, we have the hoppers now coming straight down through here. This used to be like just like mangrove logs, so I just took those out and I put the hoppers there. We already had these trapdoors here, so they are still nice and hidden, which is nice. So kind of hidden from view. It kind of just looks like it's part of the kitchen actually, so not bad at all. Yeah, we got really lucky that we didn't really have to adjust the design very much to fit all that redstone in there. It took a lot of thinking power from the old noggin. My brain is tired. And with that, I think we've reached a very satisfying ending to the episode. We got a lot of things done today though. We built this whole building from scratch. We decorated the inside, we brought some villagers over and did some trading with them, and we solved our redstone problem. And we also got some auto brewing going on upstairs. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you want to see some more content, make sure you subscribe. That's all from me this time. I'll see you all in the next episode. Good. Bye.